is a demonstration of our commitment to our future, to the future for our children, and to our respect for the environment. And this is, I hope, a first step for our community. I hope we're going to do other projects, and we're going to demonstrate to the children who live in our community and nearby communities the importance of taking on the work of protecting our environment.
This resolution is resolution number 2009-13. Whereas the Borough of Yeadon desires to establish the best management practices for stormwater management within the borough, and whereas the borough parking facilities had deteriorated to the point of requiring repair, and whereas Borough Council, in close cooperation with the Pennsylvania Environmental Council, applied to multiple agencies for support both technically and financially, and whereas the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection, Growing Greener, and Coastal Zone Management Program, along with the Delaware County Revitalization Program and the Delaware County Conservation District, the Darby Cops Watershed Partnership, the Philadelphia Water Department, and the William Penn Foundation all participated in the success of the project. And whereas the project includes a porous paving parking lot area combined with subsurface infiltration and water quality inserts in all of the inlets on borough property, and the combination of rain barrel and rain gardens in phase 2 of the project, which will effectively eliminate 100% of the stormwater runoff from the property in most rain events. And now therefore, be it resolved that the Borough Council of the Borough of Yeadon hereby takes great cognizance and extends its thanks to the myriad of support given by every agency and group, for without all the support, the project would not have been accomplished. And be it further resolved that the Borough Council publicly and specifically pledges its support to fully maintain the project into the future with bi-weekly street sweeping of the lot, weekly vacuuming of the water quality inserts and inlets, future housekeeping on the rain barrels and rain gardens, and the overall maintenance of the construction of the facilities into the future. Resolved and enacted this 7th day of December, 2009, John F. Byrne, Council Vice President, attested to by Mr. Paul G. Jansen, Junior Secretary. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the resolution stated for December 7, 2009, and I too would just like to thank my fellow council members, our former council president. Under her administration, this project got started, and thank you all for coming.
Thank you to all the folks that are here today, the Department of Environmental Protection, DEC, the leadership, Your Honor, and everyone else. I can't thank you enough, because the reality of this is the environment, it's wonderful. You're helping these people in their homes. You know, when Americans are struggling for jobs and to protect what they've got, when the community says we're looking after your homes, and the folks in the first suburbs are critical to this, when they make an investment, when government invests in the direct value of somebody's home and their neighborhood, they do what government's meant to do. God bless you all. Thank you.
I would like to read a few comments from the Senator's office, State Senator Anthony Williams. He says, good afternoon. He would like to congratulate the Yeadon Borough for taking several significant steps to protect our environment. These improvements will curb local flooding, as well as protect our streams from hazardous storm runoff. Yeadon Borough Hall is setting a wonderful example for the rest of the community. It's proof that even buildings in urban settings can successfully utilize techniques that control flooding and runoff. We all know that stormwater runoff is harmful to our local creeks and streams, but it's especially daunting in urban settings, where rainwater can travel quickly along smooth surfaces like streets, sidewalks, and buildings. Think about all the things that lie on the ground. Even in the cleanest communities, you'll still find litter, grease, chemicals from cars, and even rock salt from snow removal. Without an abundance of grass and other plant life to drain water, everything washes away quickly during a rainstorm or a snowfall. Runoff is toxic to plant life and wildlife that live in and along our local waterways. That's why we're thinking creatively and getting smarter about slowing runoff. And the Yeadon Borough building is a great model for the community.
What's really important for the Pennsylvania Environmental Council is to find willing partners who want to get the job done, and we found that when we became involved with Yeadon Borough and the folks standing along over here who we've been working with. Thank you, Isaac and Jackie and Jacqueline. Each of you helped us at important stages along the way to make this project actually occur. So let me just say a couple of words about what this represents. Several years ago, through our Darby-Cobbs Watershed Partnership, we embarked on an effort to demonstrate stormwater best management practices on the grounds in communities in this watershed, the Cobbs Creek watershed. And I appreciate everybody's recognition of the watershed and the fact that this is in part about the creek as well as our community. Yeadon proposed this project at that time as a concept, just an idea. And then through various stages of funding, we developed that from an idea into a concept plan, and then ultimately into a grant proposal, which I see David Burke here from the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection was funded as a Growing Greener application. So we really have been working on this for a while. It's always exciting to come to a ribbon-cutting event like this, and I just would like to mention that as part of the same project for us, we also participated in the Second Ward Park in Upper Darby and the Triangle Park in Rutledge Borough. So your neighbors have also been contributing and participating in this effort, which is so exciting to see everybody pulling together. Porous asphalt parking lot. So we have a big exciting demonstration of that, right? You're going to get to see the water disappear into the pavement. Cool, huh? If it works, right? So the interesting thing about that is there's actually a groundwater recharge system under this parking lot. So the groundwater gets captured and goes back into the ground, or the stormwater gets captured, goes back into the ground, and ultimately can refeed the creek at other important times when there's dry weather. We're also going to have rain barrels and a rain garden, and Paul just mentioned there's going to be some testing for the rain garden part of this project tomorrow, he said. So that's going to get off and running. I think we're going to see the water quality inserts. So as the stormwater is actually discharging from the parking lot, it's going to be cleaned as well. So another great improvement. And your commitment to the maintenance is so critical. If you don't do that, this would all be wasted. So it's so exciting to see that connection between the investment made and your commitment to the long-term future. So thank you so much about all of that.
We can now get in and clean all of our inlets and actually clean our streets a lot better so that the rest of the borough stays clean. But it's because of council and their commitment to the overall actual stormwater management and our environment of our borough that we're here today for this project, and also their commitment to the future with a piece of equipment.